Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Moore's October Rants. Today's episode is titled Stop Whining and Complaining 24/7. I know some of you come here expecting a specific topic, but if you're a regular, you already know that's not how we roll here. I talk about whatever I feel like news, random thoughts, whatever pops up in my brain at the moment. It's just me letting off steam. Sometimes I go off for like 10 minutes, sometimes I keep it short. Today it's going to be one of those quicker ones, maybe 5 minutes or so. But hey, sometimes a short rant gets the point across perfectly. All right, let's jump into it. I've been thinking a lot lately about people who just complain constantly. It's like they've made it their whole personality. They wake up, they complain. Midday, still complaining. And right before bed, you guessed it, complaining some more. And it's exhausting, man. It's everywhere. I mean, in my own life, I've got to deal with this. My parents, non-stop complaints. I love them, don't get me wrong, but damn, it's like they never run out of things to whine about. My dad, always finding something to criticize. My mom, same deal. It's like a tag team of negativity. And sure, family does this kind of stuff. We all vent from time to time, but when it's constant, bruh, it wears you down. And it's not just family. Oh no, it's way bigger than that. You hop on social media, and it's like the official dumping ground for complaints. That's one reason I'm actually thankful my Facebook got nuked. At first, I was annoyed, but after a while, I realized I didn't need to see every single person I went to high school with just unloading their problems onto the internet. Every scroll was like, my job sucks, my partner sucks, everything sucks. And I get it, we all have those days, but some people, that's every single day for them. It's exhausting. There was this guy I used to talk to every now and then. I'd run into him around town at McDonald's at the pharmacy, and every time he was like, dude, I'm so sick of Facebook. He said it was draining to open the app and just be bombarded with everybody's problems. And he's not wrong. We've all got our own issues to deal with, right? So why do I need to spend my time wading through your problems too? And a lot of the time, let's be real, people's problems are self-inflicted. Like, dude, you keep making the same terrible decisions and wonder why nothing gets better? Stop whining about it if you're not even willing to fix it. And then there's the whining with zero intention of changing anything. That's what really gets to me. I mean, listen, complaining doesn't change a damn thing. Sitting there, whining about how hard life is, how unfair everything is, that's not going to magically improve your situation. You actually have to do something. Work hard, make changes, face your problems head on. Crying about it just turns you into a black hole of negativity. No one wants to be around that. I don't want to be around that, and neither does anyone else. Let me tell you a story. I got invited to this voice call on some app, a chat room sort of thing. I join. And it's supposed to be a fun, casual thing, right? Just people hanging out, talking about whatever. But this guy starts going off about his dating life, whining about how women don't treat him the way he thinks they should, how nothing's working out for him. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, do you even hear yourself? It's just nonstop complaining about his situation, and I'm thinking, maybe it's not them, maybe it's you. After a while, I couldn't take it anymore. I dipped out of the call. Later, the host is like, where'd you go? And I told her straight up, I'm not here for that negativity. I'm all for discussing real issues, but if it's just a pity party with no end in sight, count me out. And you know what? I'm not alone in this. People don't want to be around that kind of energy. We all have our own stuff to deal with, and life's too short to get dragged down by someone else's constant complaints. Sure, life's tough for everyone. We all get it. But if you're not even trying to make it better, why should anyone feel sorry for you? I made an episode a while back called No One Really Cares. Because honestly, most people don't. Not in a mean way, but in the sense that everyone's got their own problems to deal with. If you're sitting there crying to someone about how hard life is, there's a good chance they're thinking about their own struggles too. And they're definitely not going to stick around if all you ever do is complain without doing anything to change your situation. It's like, why are you telling me this if you're not going to if you're not going to fix it? Do you even want help? Or do you just want to throw a pity party? At the end of the day, complaining is easier than change. Let's be real. It's way easier to sit around and moan about how bad things are than to actually put in the effort to improve them. Because change is hard. It takes work. It takes courage. And most people, they don't want to do that. They'd rather just whine and then wonder why their life isn't getting any better. And that's when people start pulling away from you. No one wants to be around someone who's constantly dragging them down with their endless complaining. Look, I try hard not to be one of those people. I've been there before, sure, but I realized pretty quickly that if all I do is complain, people aren't going to stick around. They'll start avoiding me. And you know what? I don't blame them. Because when you're surrounded by that kind of energy, it's suffocating. And the kicker? You try to point this out to people, and they get mad. They call you an asshole for telling them the truth. It's wild. They'd rather stay stuck in their misery than face the fact that maybe, just maybe, they're the ones holding themselves back. So, you know what? I don't even try anymore. I just distance myself from those people. You can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. If all they want to do is complain, that's their problem, not mine. Bottom line is, people need to stop whining, stop complaining, and start getting their shit together. Suck it up, work on your problems, and realize that a lot of people have it way worse than you. And more importantly, a lot of your problems, they're self-inflicted. If you're not willing to make a change, then quit bitching about it. All right, that's it for today's rant. Thanks for listening to Moore's October Rants. I'll catch you next time. Until then, take care and stop complaining. This version expands on your points without losing the original spirit or tone. You should easily hit a 5-minute mark while delivering your message in a relatable, straight-to-the-point way.